Mindy with Astrology by Love, here for your November-December 2024 horoscope. This is for Leo Sun and Leo Rising. We are going from the Sagittarius new moon on November 30th to the Capricorn new moon on December 30th. So let's go ahead, jump in, and get started. So Leo, this new moon is in your 5th house. This is the house of creativity. This is your kiddos. These are any sort of creative projects, passion projects. That's what this house represents. And so there's a new start there. Not necessarily a new start, but maybe a start over. This is just a new way of doing things or a refreshment in this area. Now, there is going to be a little bit of a holding back and a frustration later this month. But until then, on December 2nd, Venus is trining Uranus. So Venus is in your 6th house of the daily routines, your work life. Work is going smooth, you've been enjoying yourself, and it's trining Uranus in your 10th house of work. So expect some sort of attaboy, some accomplishment, something positive in your work life on December 2nd. So it'll be out of the blue, you won't be expecting it, but it's going to be there. So that is definitely something looking forward to. On December 4th, we have a lot of energies that day. So we've got Mercury opposite Jupiter. So Mercury is currently in that 5th house of creative projects, your kiddos, and it's opposite Jupiter in your 11th house. So you've had lots of fun, lots of social invitation with your friends, lots of things to do. Something about it is causing maybe just grand ideas or thinking too much or going too much in regards to those kids and creative projects. There's some kind of overdoing it energy and thinking too much, thinking grandly about these subjects. We also have Venus sextile Neptune that day. So Venus, once again, is in your house of daily routines, one of your work houses, and it's sextiling Neptune in your 8th house of secrets. So there may be some confusion or maybe some enlightenment that happens around other people's money and investments in your life on that day. And then also on December 4th, the Sun, which is once again in your 5th house, creative projects and kiddos, is squaring Saturn. Saturn's also in your 8th house of other people's money and secrets. So all these energies are working together, working against each other on that day. There's a lot going on December 4th, so just be prepared for that, Leo. Then on December 5th, we have a Mercury Cazimi. So Mercury Cazimis are a lot of fun. I enjoy them. This is when we have psychic downloads kind of sprinkled about from the universe. So these are solutions to problems, aha moments. This can be a more subtle energy. I normally try to journal during a Mercury Cazimi at the least. I try to meditate, kind of be by myself, listen to my thoughts. Something's going to pop up. So this Mercury Cazimi is when Mercury comes in line with the Sun. It's said to be within the heart of the Sun. And so this energy starts out at 3:30 p.m. on the West Coast and goes to 8:45 p.m. on the West Coast. Then on the East Coast, it starts at 7:30 and goes to 11:45. And so that's, just be aware of those times. If a thought pops up, quick, put it in your notes app on your phone so that you can remember it and go back to it later. Then on December 7th, the Sun is opposite Jupiter. So remember, the Sun's in your 5th house. This is creative projects and kiddos, and it's opposite Jupiter. So maybe your creative projects or men that are involved with your kiddos or your creative projects somehow, they're probably over-promising something, maybe in regards to your friends. Maybe they're going to hang out with your friends, do business with your friends, something. It's they mean well. It's not done underhandedly or ugly. They mean well, but there's a little bit of over-promising going on that day. So just keep that in mind on December 7th. If there's any declarations or promises, just take it with a grain of salt. On December 8th, Venus moves into your 7th house. So when Venus is in your 7th house, your long-term partners, business partners, marriage relationships, they're having fun, they're looking good, and you are benefiting from them. So this is also an excellent time to meet someone to date or to be in a long-term relationship with, Leo. Venus is going to be there the rest of the month, so this energy is going to be floating around in the background for the rest of the month. Venus also joins up with Pluto on this day. So last month, Pluto moved into your 7th house. So this is a beautiful new start in your long-term relationships. So just put that on the calendar, December 8th. On December 10th, the Sun, still in your 5th house of creativity, is trining Chiron in your 9th house. So there's been some hurts and possibly some healings, some things you've been working on in regards to long-term goals. This can also be spirituality, have to do with travels to foreign places, issues with gurus or foreigners. But the Sun, highlighting your creative projects and your kiddos, there's some sort of healing around this on that day. So this may be a good time to make amends with your kids, make amends with gurus, but there's some sort of healing taking place. On December 11th, Mars, which is in your 1st house, giving you all sorts of energy right now, is opposite Venus in your partner's house. So this could definitely be a time to work out frustrations in the bedroom, Leo. So Mars in your 1st house, you're kind of feeling that energy anyways. If you're not able to work it out that way, definitely go to the gym. You've got an abundance of energy in your body right now, and your partner is looking good. So just know the energy is there on December 11th. Make that date night. On December 12th, Mercury, still in retrograde in that 5th house of kiddos and creative projects. It's sextiling Venus in that house of long-term partnerships. So this would be a fun time. This could be going for the wine and paint night, sip and paint night with your partner. This could be including them in some kind of creative projects, including them with time with the kiddos. But there's a beautiful energy there, and things are working out good on December 12th. Then, finally, on December 15th, Mercury goes direct. So this energy, this new start that we have with the new moon on November 30th, that's kind of been held back and frustrated with Saturn's placement in your 8th house. Not everything, but things are starting to move forward. So whatever you were trying to start on November 30th, you're kind of getting some traction on the 15th. Do keep in mind that when Mercury changes direction on that day, which is December 15th, there can be some issues with traffic and technology. So just be prepared. If you can help it, don't schedule any big long car trips or anything like that. But with Mercury moving forward, everything that you've been trying to do with the kiddos and the creative projects should be at least a little bit easier. Then we come to December 19th. So Venus is trining Jupiter that day. So this is a beautiful energy. It's still being hampered a little bit by Saturn. So whatever restrictions are in the House of Secrets, the reorganization, this may be like boring tax stuff or having to deal with insurance things or some sort of restrictions there. But Venus in your 7th house, long-term relationships, your spouse looking good, is in a good relationship with Jupiter in your 11th house. So there's fun to be had. You can include your spouse or business partner on the girls' night out, and y'all just enjoy yourselves. Then on December 21st, the Sun moves into your 6th house. Daily routines, health practices. This is the stuff, it can be a little bit of a monotonous house as well, but it's the daily grind. And so you are going to be all about work when the Sun moves into Capricorn, Leo. Then on December 24th, Jupiter is squaring Saturn. So these are pretty big energies, and we are going to be feeling this at least a week beforehand, kind of building up. Jupiter's all about expansion, getting out there bigger and better, and Saturn's all about being reserved, and they are not meeting each other in a friendly way. So this is, unfortunately, the timing of this is on Christmas Eve. So something about your friends wanting to go out and do it big is kind of triggering those restrictions that are behind the scenes that people can't really see, because these are the secrets you and your spouse or you and your business partners are keeping. And something about those secrets and that keeping things reserved is frustrating the heck out of your friends that are wanting to go out and have a good time. So just everybody's going to be feeling this energy around the world. Leo, they're not picking on you, but just it's going to be kind of a rough Christmas week. On December 26th, this energy is joined by Mercury. So your creative projects and your kiddos are going to be included in this frustration. There may be maybe not a lot of back and forth, but there'll be some tension there. You'll definitely be able to feel it. Then on December 27th, Venus in your house of long-term relationships and partnerships is being frustrated and almost maybe even cut off by Uranus in your 10th house. So there's been all sorts of chaos, unpredictability in your house of career and how you're seen in the world, your accomplishments, your legacies. And Uranus has been causing chaos there for the past 6 years. And something about your partner doing well and having fun kind of clashes with that on the 27th. So be prepared for that. And then Leo, we are ending this month with a new moon, beautiful new moon in Capricorn at 9 degrees of Capricorn. So this is going to be taking place in your 6th house of work and daily routines, health routines. And so until then, this is your horoscope. Y'all have a happy new year. Hope you had a Merry Christmas, and I will see y'all next month.